Now, I have seen the HBO series The Sopranos, but unfortunately, I failed to see the last half of the 6th season twice in a row. But I managed to make it up by seeing the prequel movie that just came out, The Many Saints of Newark, now playing in theaters and streaming on HBO Max. But is this prequel movie to the Emmy Award-winning HBO series a real good intro to the life of Tony Soprano and several other members of his family? Or is it just a flick that is due to be gunned down in no time? Find out right now in this spoiler-free review. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Duel, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the just now released crime drama flick, The Many Saints of Newark, marketed with the subtitle A Sopranos Story. Released by Warner Bros. For New Line Cinema and HBO, serving as a prequel to the Emmy Award-winning series of that same name. Directed by Alan Taylor and written by David Chase, who created the show, and Lawrence Connor. The film takes place during the 60s and 70s in Newark, New Jersey. The film follows a violent gang war from the perspectives of mobster Dickie Moltisanti and his teenage nephew Tony Soprano in the midst of the city's 1967 riots. Anyway, well, from what I've seen of this movie, I have to give credit for what we've been hearing and what have you in this. Let's see, I'm trying to find. We actually do have a pretty good cast and stuff like that. Now, of course, we actually get to hear our little story done by Michael Imperioli, who played Christopher Moltisanti on the actual series, because he's our narrator. Now, also in the cast, our cast includes Alessandro Nivola as Dickie, Leslie Odom Jr. as Harold McBrayer, John Bernthal plays Tony's dad, Johnny, and Corey Stoll plays Junior, Johnny's brother. Now, Ray Liotta actually has two dual roles, playing Hollywood Dick Moltisanti and Salvatore Sally Moltisanti, their twin brothers. Big surprise to that. There's Michelle DeRossi as Giuseppe Pina, or how the heck you pronounce it, I apologize, Moltisanti, Hollywood Dick's Italian immigrant wife. And, of course, we have Vera Farmiga, I'm sure you know who that is, as Livia, Tony's mother. And finally, last but certainly not least, Michael Gandolfini, who happens to be the son of the original Tony Soprano, the late, great James Gandolfini, in the role of the teenage Tony. Now, this film, I give credit to this guy. He does an exceptionally good job. I know we don't get to see much of him until the second half of the movie. Well, not the second half hour, the second hour. Oops, my mistake. The second hour of the movie, yeah, but even so, I must say that he did a good performance, put on a great performance. His dad would have been proud of him. Since the film's gotten mostly positive reviews, but many others have criticized the script, which I'm an understanding person. That is kind of my downside, my only downside with the movie. Now, just not seeing the teenage Tony until the second hour of the movie, that is a slight downside for me. But the biggest negative I have is the script. It kind of goes from one side to the other, and you know. But nevertheless, I feel like this is pretty good in some ways. I mean, it's like watching The Sopranos, but except long before we even get to see Tony going to see his psychiatrist, and what have you. Let's see. But anyway, there's a host of others and what have you that we do get to see. Yep. And I gotta say that I really liked how some of this movie turned out, but like I said, the script could have just used just some spin polish, but well, with going from one person to the other, and then and so on, you know. Even though I still like that how it had that actual Sopranos feel, because you do get to see some spots just like on the actual series, like that the meat store and what have you. Yeah, it was good to see that. And then several others. There's too many to mention though. But even so, the Many Saints of Newark, I think it's still pretty good. It's just a story that could have been just a little better. And well, Michael Gandolfini could have used just a tiny bit more screen time. But however, that's only a slight negative. But hey, he was still good in the second hour of this. Thank you very much. But anyway, to be honest, I'm just going to have to wish this film the best of luck. All of Warner Bros. Recent releases haven't been doing too well because of being on HBO Max simultaneously in theaters. I feel like Warner Bros. Is losing money or something like that. Come on, you people, get off your rocking chairs or whatever and see this movie if you can. If you don't have HBO Max, if you do, fine. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be rude to everyone that has HBO Max, alright? I'm an understanding person, but I just want you to understand that Warner could sure use all the help they can get. And if not, they may yet again have another big disappointment, and we're going to hope for the best that they can redeem themselves with Dune later this month. Enough said. But anyway, overall, but for now, The Many Saints of Newark, I think it's pretty good. It's a good origin story. Just like I said, the story could have used just some spin polish. So I'm going back and forth to, I don't know. But anyway, but it has some good performances. I liked Vera Farmiga's performance as Livia. The rest of the cast wasn't too bad either. Alessandro Novola, Leslie Odom Jr., John Bernthal. Oh, all of them were pretty good. So anyway, with all that said, I'm going to be giving The Many Saints of Newark 4 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it an 8.5. It's still worth looking into if you're a Sopranos fan. Now, there has been reports of a possible sequel. Chase has expressed interest in producing a sequel that will follow Tony Soprano in his 20s, provided he could collaborate with Terrence Winter, who was a former writer on The Sopranos. And upon hearing this, Mr. Winter would reply that he would do it in a heartbeat. Absolutely. So we'll hope for the best. But in the meantime, if you've seen The Many Saints of Newark, please tell me what you thought about it in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you another spoiler-free review, and it'll be The Addams Family 2. Thank you for watching, and if you like this, check out some of these recent spoiler-free reviews I've done. In the upper left-hand corner is the spoiler-free review I did for a recent Warner Bros. Flick that I still wish could have done better, considering it was on HBO Max as well, and that being the musical In the Heights. In the upper right-hand corner is the spoiler-free review I did for the monster hit flick of last month, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. And the bottom left-hand corner is my recent spoiler-free review for Venom, Let There Be Carnage. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.